Hello and welcome to my next smartwatch review, and that is the YHE Blood Pressure Doctor Pro smartwatch. Now you see what comes out of the box here. You get a cradle type charging station that the watch will clip right into here. You get a little size measurement guide that you put around your wrist, and you figure out your number to figure out how tightly to wear this watch, because it is a blood pressure cuff. It's got an inflatable blood pressure cuff right in the watch band itself. There's a little thank you card with an extra, looks like a motherboard for the watch, saying guess which part of the watch this is. That's pretty neat. This guy does blood pressure, again, using an inflatable cuff built into the band, blood oxygen saturation, continuous heart rate. It'll track workouts, it'll track your sleep, it'll do heart rate variability, it will pull in the weather from your smartphone, and some more features. I've been wearing this for a few days, and if you look at the light just so, it's got a big oval watch face, but it's actually got a square display screen in there. And I don't know if you can really see that, but it's a square screen inside that oval, so it doesn't go edge to edge around the entire oval, and you can swipe through the screens. Here is where you would get to the blood pressure, and we'll talk about that measurement in some detail here. Here's your heart rate in beats per minute, your blood oxygen saturation. Now this has both green and red diodes in it. And that's about it. If you go back to the starting page, and that's the top right button, and if I hit the bottom button, that gets me to another menu where I can go into the blood pressure mode, SpO2, heart rate, workout, calorie burn, alarm clock, sleep. You can pull in the weather forecast from your smartphone when tethered to Bluetooth, heart rate variability, it's all here. And if you go again to that main screen, if you press and hold this bottom button long enough, it will kick you into automatic blood pressure mode. So this cuff is inflating right now, okay? It's squeezing around my wrist, and you're supposed to keep still. You're not supposed to be talking. You're supposed to have your arm at the same level as your heart. You should be relaxed. I'm doing none of that right now, it failed to take that blood pressure measurement as a result. But you can see if I scroll out, here's the record of my blood pressure measurements that I've taken over the past several days. It seems to be a little bit high to me compared to other measurements, but you have to really take these measurements in a very specific way. They suggest that you kind of elevate your wrist, have your hand relaxed, maybe over a box, same level as your heart. Be relaxed sitting in a chair for at least 5 minutes before you take the measurement. And then that will increase the accuracy, and you want this watch to be about 2 fingers away from the base of your hand or your wrist, your palm, to get it into the right space. Now you see this little cuff under here inside the band, that's the bladder that inflates with air. Let me open this thing up and show you what that looks like, because this is unlike any other blood pressure watch I've seen so far, where it has this little inflation device. Let me press and hold the blood pressure. Let's see if this will actually start taking a measurement in real time. There you go. So it's got a little pump in here, pumping this thing up with air, and maybe you can see that. It's full of air right now. That's what squeezes around your wrist, and now it's deflating already. It failed to take that measurement, but that's what sets this watch apart, is that blood pressure with the inflatable cuff. So we go into the app. It's got its own app for Blood Pressure Doctor. You see your measurements, all your heart rate measurements here, your blood pressure measurements, I should say. They're all here. It records them. There's your blood oxygen saturation. There it is, over the time, multiple weeks. Heart rate variability, HRV. Again, this heart rate variability with the Lorentz scatter diagram gives you an indication of your heart health. You want your heart rate variability to be high, because that means you're relaxed and your body's not forcing your heart beat into a really tight, reproducible beat. You're more relaxed, so there's more variability in it. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but it will do sleep tracking. Last night, I don't know what happened. It just totally missed it because I did not sleep that little. But in general, this has been working pretty pretty well. But sometimes it just doesn't track when I actually fell asleep. Here is the estimate of my kilocalorie burn. I put it in the workout mode the other day here, and I went on an outdoor walk, and it gave an estimate of my total mileage, my number of steps. We take a look at that walk, and it gives me my total duration engaged in that activity, my total number of steps, average pace, estimated kilocalorie burn, and average heart rate. All right, this is all pretty reasonable. It does not have GPS built into it. You can go into your profile, and you can change your goals and, change your units and some account settings and whatnot. And, it's a pretty good app. It's pretty basic, but it gets the job done. Let's go look at the watch one more time here, and I'll give you my final opinions and ideas here. So I think this watch is neat. It's pretty novel in that it has the inflatable cuff in here for your blood pressure. In general, I like it. The blood pressure for me has not been the most accurate, and it's probably because I haven't been sitting in the right positions and been relaxed enough to really get good measurements. But, right in the instructions, it says it's not a medical grade device. The measurements are for reference only, so I don't think it does blood pressure terribly accurately. Certainly you shouldn't trust it, your health with it. You should go see a doctor and really have your blood pressure taken on an FDA approved device or in a doctor's office. But otherwise, the watch is nice, it's beautiful, it's elegant. I think for the price, it's okay with the inflatable technology in here. Keep an eye on this one, ladies and gentlemen. This might be a technology to watch in the future. It seems like these health smart watches are coming a long way, and this one is definitely one to check out. It's got that patented inflatable air cuff in there for blood pressure, and it does a lot of health monitoring things basically well. So you know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe, spread the word. Come join me at davethekayaker.com, and until next time, be healthy and stay safe.
When you want an extraordinary racing kayak made in the finest American tradition, or maybe just own a piece of American kayaking history, you want a West Side Boat Shop kayak, now available from davethekayaker.com. West Side Boat Shop kayaks. The tradition continues.